Them boys won state.
I'm a big believer.
Well, Coach, the calendar may say autumn, but temperatures are still pretty sweltering here in North Florida. But the good news, the radar is clear. Still, hydration will be key today at TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Wait, that. Round 80. Round 80. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Check 50. Check 50. Motion. Check 48. 72.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. First carry for the 2018 Pro Bowler, James Conner. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
Wait, that. 29. Alpha.
Got it left.
Sugar.
They'll run now with Peyton, and they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30.
You got to punt in this damn league. That's one thing I hate.
After last week's loss, you bet this offense probably wanted to come out with a little more fire than a 3-and-out.
There's too many cheeses in this bitch to be punting.
Coach, what was the pregame talk? Have these guys ready to go? But you and I both know it goes into preparation and practice and being ready to go. That gives you the confidence to come out and play. They've got to find that and fast.
Got it. 55. Mike 55.
Yo.
Hey. Say go.
Naeem Hines, his first carry. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Check. Pilot, 64, weak.
Check safety. Watch safety creeping.
Yo, go. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Hey, Alpha. Showing up. Hey, let's go.
2nd and 6. Now he'll let it go deep left sideline. And this will be caught at the 30. A gain of 39 that time.
That's a great job of working the sideline right there. I love how he tracked the football the whole way. Just reached up and pulled it in. Had excellent field presence to understand where he was in order to make that play happen.
Ready.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He'll find Hines out of the backfield. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained. So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
Mike 50. We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go. Check. 25. Check 25. Check 25. Leo. Check 55.
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And down inside the 15 he goes. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10.
Blue draw Corker.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They run with Hines. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. On 3rd down, Hines. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside.
You can get the perfect snap now, and they don't even give you the animation.
Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels
field
like a
goal
win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
It's a good ebook you got there.
3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys,
I need that motherfucking shit. I'm trash out here.
Game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
On 2nd down now, Dillon. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Set, wide, 80, Ozzy, Ozzy, go, go. Check 49, check 49. Jackson, reload.
Brady to throw on 3rd and 1.
Come on.
And that is incomplete.
Get the fuck out of the way.
Had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. This is Hines. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad. Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Set, ready. ready? 18 gator. Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. We got this. Check 99. Stand. 80 weapon.
He's coming. Double up, double up.
Hard. Get it.
On third down, Fournette.
Look at that shit.
He's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down.
Let's go.
Bit of a surprise. They ran it on third and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now back to throw. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Nah, this another
For a
lead.
gain of 13
I'll
for
replace this
Jacksonville
guy.
and a first down. Fournette, a first down carry. And down he goes at the 40.
Nah, I lost
A
this shit,
3-yard
okay.
pickup.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half.
Ready.
Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
90s ball. Go to X3. 218, chop. Hey, Charlie.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Here I come.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. Let's make these ready.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw.
Look at it. Look how my dude bag off, bro. I'm running down to pick it.
Down yardage as he's brought down
They make
at
him
the
bag
41.
back.
That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the third down play.
That's crazy, man. I hate this fucking Madden.
70, Indy. Hey, what's that? Hey, what's the ball? Fire.
They'll run on first down. It's Hines. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. On second down, it's Hines. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
Out of the pistol, it's Fournette. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
I'm going to leave that hit stick alone.
Brandon, all
That'd be
things
fucking me
considered,
up.
they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear in that offense.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score.
Fucking little kid, man.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
This motherfucker I'm playing gotta be a little kid.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. D.D. Westbrook, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Josh Lambo now for the point after. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
I'm going back to you.
Now a carry for Dillon. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. He had a little bit of a turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1 yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. On 2nd down now, Carney, and he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Oh, shit.
A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Lambo to add on the extra point.
Going outside.
He's got it, and it's 17-0.
This Seth. Yeah.
And Lambo now after the touchdown. He'll kick this one away.
Gave it to a sister.
This is fielded a couple
stay
yards
with us
deep.
now.
And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Bullshit.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Yeah,
and you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
And right now,
That's
under
crazy,
100 yards
man.
of total offense. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
They'll throw now on the final play. He completes it to Westbrook.
That's crazy. I'm supposed to hit sick shit out of him, man.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Just ain't my man, bro.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. On first down, Hines, and he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. They run again with Hines. Fighting through it, he's got space. And able to rip off a big
whatever this nigga is, he a bitch.
Inside the 40. 23 yards
fuck he is,
up there.
He's still a bitch.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Look at all that shit that nigga
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Go. Motion to backfield. Motion to the backfield.
Hey, high 7.
Mike 5-5. Mike 55. Mike 5-5.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me 5.
They'll look to throw. The open man is Westbrook. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Ready? 50, plant. And we got to get to the ball, D. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
They'll run on first down. It's Hines. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. Call it a loss of 6 on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
Hey, wahoo! Look at me, zipper! You must be hit.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 5 yards gets him back near the original line of scrimmage as they'll be left with a 3rd and long.
Hey, exit.
Mike 55. Mike 55.
Check tight end, check tight end. Hey! Big grip.
Looking to throw.
Check.
And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. How about the safety, Minka Fitzpatrick, swooping in for the sack?
Yeah, a little bit.
And Lambeau will put this one through, and the lead now increases to 20-0. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
I'd rather play in this league, though.
This game is going. You're
At least
excited
they
to
got
see those
rules.
points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field. But they're
King
really
J
excited
Brother
to see
League.
their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
You got to punt the ball and all type of shit. Yeah, I like the shit. I don't like it, but I don't. I like it. I like the rules they got.
These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk.
Yeah.
To come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
They'll keep it on the ground. Dillon through an opening, and there he goes. The 30, past the 20, And he winds up getting this all the way down to the Jags' 19-yard line. And a guy that can change the game shows you a glimpse of it right there, taking the ball down inside the red zone.
It just tells you how tough it is for a defense. You just hold on all game and essentially hold your breath. Will they break a big one on us at any point during the game? It just happened right there.
Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards. On second down, Dillon. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line. On third down, here's Peyton. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Hate to say it, but that play typifies what we've seen from this offense.
Look at that. Come on, bro.
The Steelers triumph, but
throw the ball.
50 on 4th down. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Set 90 Wolf. Protein spill now.
On second down, here's Fournette. And he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. A throw left side, complete to his receiver, Westbrook. And he'll wind up losing yardage here, back at the 21-yard line. Well, they opted not to run it. They completed the pass on 3rd and 2, but they lost yardage to bring up 4.
Well, give credit to the guys on the other side of the ball. They snuffed out the play, but it does bring into question, 1, the play call, because they didn't
20-0, bro.
And 2,
I can't
just
beat
not getting
nobody
it. That's
in
got to be
this shit.
deflating for them.
I like it. All I found is one play on this new shit, man, that
ready for their next drive.
possibly worked.
Last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach, because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Brady airing it out deep for Smith. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Then he will finally be taken down. But how about that play? It's a big one on the final act of the 3rd quarter. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end. And it'll be intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard.
Like you don't have no control of your wide receivers,
being
man.
at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Now, that turnover might just about do it here. 4th quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
Exactly right. They played smart, couple of 1st downs, and this one should just about be over.
It's a gain of 35.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
He's got a 1st down and more inside the 30. And he takes it in.
That's crazy. I think it's only my game where niggas don't run that fast. My damn halfback don't run as fast.
And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
That's it, baby. We got work.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Brady going to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Check. Fresno. Greystone, travel. Under crunch. You go tight. You got tight. Go there.
On first down, Dillon. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Tackle that time by Ronnie Harrison.
Hey, check it.
They'll keep it on the ground. Dillon. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. The Steelers on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Yeah.
Now Brady. He completes it to Bryant. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 45-yard line. Brady now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They'll run with a Hall of Famer, Peyton. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Dillon. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. Brady. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. Brady to throw for it on 4th down. And it is incomplete. The Steelers
it's like niggas be clicking on everybody on the team.
And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs.
That nigga was just on another dude.
Starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
How he get the ball out? That's gay.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down. They'll look to throw here on first down. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And he is going to lose yardage here. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Finds a seam inside the 40. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 29-yard line. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. 2nd and 11. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. They'll give him a yard on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Now, Smith. Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line.
D-line, get that quarterback.
Back to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
Looking pretty good on the scoreboard. They're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Here I come again. Here I come again. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 55.
Hey, Zoo. Let's set a tone.
Mike 55. Mike 55. Mike 55. Check the outs. Check.
Rock it.
Check 43.
Back to throw here. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Let's go, baby. Big Dad,
Go.
Brady now to throw. Flush to his right. Oh, he finds his running back open downfield. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 23 yards the pickup there. They'll run now with Dillon. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. Dillon. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
You go perfect. Let me go. Hey, Charlie. Sugar.
Brady looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And Brady going to be intercepted.
Look at that shit.
Picked off at the 24.
How he predict that shit.
They're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Ready. 50, plant. Ready, weapon.
They begin the drive with Hines. And he powers his way up past the 30. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. That one looks like he'll throw here. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. This quarterback now just 1 misfire so far after that last completion, 15 of 16. It's 1st down.
Hey, check right. Hey, orbit.
Now back to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike.
He'll drop to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little a little extra on top.
The extra point up and good, but this one was decided anyway, as that will be the final action in this ball game. So we had action to the very end of this one. The score on the final play that they didn't need to have. They didn't just run out the clock, though. They added to their final total.
Played it all the way to the end. And, you know, some coaches preach that and tell their teams, that's what I want all the time. And they feel like if they don't do it themselves, they're not living up to the message that they're sending out.
So for the Jags, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now.
This ain't a motherfucking Devin Bush white. See, this game full of shit, man. Lucky, yeah. You said what?